Hello.
Hi.
Thanks for having us.
Alright, so what did we agree on? We were going to give them like, I don't know, 10, 20 seconds to make their case on why you should give them money and why they should be moving on to the next round. Does that sound fair?
That sounds like a plan.
That sounds like a plan. Alright, Posidian, why don't you go ahead and start? Should people vote for you?
Oh boy. Well, vote. I believe I should at least get $10, $15. I'm not going to say everybody. Maybe $15, that's all I'm asking for.
Alright, so if somebody wanted to
that you
spawn
can
in
win
something
without
for you
donations.
for $15.
I
Was
wouldn't
that a
necessarily
kernel?
say that, but yeah, let's go with kernels. How's that sound?
Kernels, awesome. Clopse, any words before we start?
I haven't seen Poseidon play. He's going to need more than $15, but I just hope it's a fair game.
Alright, Pata.
Okay, yeah, I just wanted to say I have ADHD and I can imagine how it is being not able to do stuff that normal people can do, so that is why I love to contribute to this Ablegamers charity event, and yeah, donate for Team ADHD.
Well said. Ljfed.
Well, this is an FFA, and I don't really play any FFA, so if I don't get your money, I'm going to lose.
All
Well
right.
said.
Well said, well said.
Okay, are we ready to go then, boys and girls?
I am ready whenever the players are ready.
Fantastic. Right, I shall leave you two to chat. We'll take the players back down and we'll get sorted.
Excellent.
Buddy left your channel. User was moved out of your
Alright, so just moving people around in chat channels, and then we'll get this going.
moved out of your channel.
So, yeah, I like Pata's statement. You know, people need to realize that, you know, this is obviously going to be a fun tournament. It's nice to vote with your dollars for who you want to win, but ultimately it's the Ablegamers charity that's going to win this tournament.
Yeah, it all
Which is a
goes
good
to the
thing.
Ablegamers.
All right, and here we go. Let me make sure I actually turn the sound on this time, like a professional streamer. All right. The system we are playing on is the Pancake, which is a single planet system of fairly large metal planet at that. Oh, look, and I've even got the little donation panel down there. That's awesome. Oh, this is going to be great. This is going to be so much better than last year. It's going to be nice.
Well, I'm going to have to rely on you for the donation callouts, as I do not have the mod enabled, I'm afraid. But shall we talk about the players and their competencies? Because I think this is going to be a really good game.
This is, yeah, we've got Clopse, Pata, Ljfed, Posidian. I mean, these guys are all, you know, up there as far as the rankings are going and, you know, in tournament results. So I'm expecting an all-out, no-holds-barred, but, you know, this is also a free-for-all, which kind of changes the playing field a little bit. You know, you're not, you know, going back and forth with one player. You have to worry about, you know, things affecting you that, you know, versus other players, other than just the person you're attacking. It's like, okay, you know, when you're trying to figure this out, if it's a good strategy to go and attack somewhere, you know, with the losses that you're going to take, you know, in one-on-ones, you're only looking at the one player. Now you have to look at, well, is this going to weaken me so somebody else can come in from behind and you know, wipe me out? So it's it's going to be crazy.
Indeed, and that is the thing with FFAs. Now, the players have obviously spawned in and are doing their opening builds, so if we go through them player by player, we have Posidian in dark blue, going with a bots first. Now, bots will have the mobility to get around the map quite fast, and given the map is really quite big with a lot of metal sort of sprayed everywhere, the bots will be able to get to those expansions very, very rapidly indeed. Moving on to Clopse. He's gone bots and then air. So again with the bots, getting his early metal and power so that he can support his factories. And the air is going to allow him to scout as well. Do you want to talk about Ptah and Little Ljfed?
All right, Ptah over here in the black. Going bot factory first. Seems to be a theme. Again, the bot fabbers, they move faster, so it's going to give them an advantage to be able to spread out faster, but it comes at a cost of overall build efficiency. Doesn't have any other factories queued up. Looks like he's going to rely on the bot factory for a little while. And, oh, he actually got a radar down. Well, it looks like a couple of our players have gotten radars down. A few of them. Everybody but Posidian, apparently. And if we look at Ljfed, in the yellow, has an air factory and a bot factory down. He has another air factory queued up. Looks like he's already getting harassed a little bit from Posidian.
Indeed. What Posidian's... Yeah, he's only got a couple of bots around the place, and those will be easily mopped up by the home turf defenders. But it's nice to see that Ljfed is expanding to places other than just the opposite side of him. He's going to the east, and to expand to all that metal with a single bot fabber. So over time, his metal income will increase, allowing him to produce more over that time. Posidian, on the other hand, expanding with an air fabricator. Now, this, while it can go to pretty much anywhere on the planet, much quicker than any ground-based fabricator because it doesn't have to respect pathfinding, it is very vulnerable to air, as we are just about to find out. A single shot.
Ooh, and almost lost that air fabber.
And the next one. Ooh, nasty.
Looks like he does have some air. Oh, yeah. Yep, he lost it. Ljfed with the fighters.
Yeah. He lost two of those there.
And we are fast approaching the 5-minute mark where things are going to start spawning in.
And that is where all hell breaks loose. Don't forget, folks, you control the carnage. Your donations influence whether these players win or lose. So pick your favourite and give them some dudes, as we say. Now, I'd like to say this. I'd like to be the first person to say this. Sorry to interrupt there, but Posidian, using his vehicle factory, is producing ants. He is making ants!
You know, I love the fact that somebody went ahead and made a mod just in case Marshall won so that we could have the ant in the game.
Oh, it's fantastic. Oh, wow, it even does say ant. That's great.
It does say ant.
Oh, was it
I saw it in the mod list when I joined the lobby. I was quite pleased.
That is fantastic. But we are now past the 5-minute mark. We need to keep our eyes on the prize now, as the dudes will start spawning in. Looking at how the players are actually faring, though, Posidian seems quite boxed in between Ljfed and Ptah there. Ptah giving him a little bit of grief on the west, and Ljfed coming in from the east. But Puppet Master giving a colonel to Ljfed. That is quite a substantial donation, and quite a good advantage as well. If we see his the buildability of a colonel, instantly advanced build tier, and you can see there he's popping up an advanced power generator, which is going to give him even more income than just your basic power generator afforded by the basic tier units.
Yeah, it's going to take him a little while before he can actually support this this kernel that he just received, but you know, if he does get to the point where he can support the kernel building, that's going to give him a pretty significant advantage. Ooh, and Clopse receiving 5 Pelicans, our air transports. Wonder what he's going to use those for.
2 angels. Interesting. Very.
2 angels and an advanced vehicle factory.
Are we going to
Tier
see?
2.
Are we going to see some Vanguard Pelicans?
I'm thinking that's what the intent was to start pumping out Vanguards, load them in the transports,
and
then
Omega
drop them in somebody's base.
Oh my word, Clopse is a favourite.
So yeah, Clopse being showered with love. The rest of you out there, if you're looking at Ptah, Ljfed, or Posidian,
they're going to need some help now. Cause
now they're going to need help. A colonel dropping for Posidian now.
Oh, he's going to be happy with that.
Incredibly.
But the big thing now is this Omega. All the other players, having seen this, they want to get up the umbrellas. We can see that Ptah is already doing that with his umbrella there, but I don't know whether it's going to get built in time. Actually, Clopse isn't going directly that way anymore, which is good, but the Omega is the orbital battleship.
It really is. It can attack orbital and it can attack land, which is why everybody is throwing up umbrellas, because this thing is just going to start devastating people's bases.
And even more amusingly, Clopse in chat saying, I don't even know what it does.
Well, he certainly does now.
Uber players living up to... Oh,
wow!
Oh!
For Clopse. That was just a perfectly placed minefield.
That's fantastic.
Wow.
That is stunning, and the Omega supporting the minefield as well. But the Omega's weakness, the only weakness of the Omega, as far as I'm aware, is the Artemis, which is an orbital unit with a range but slow moving and slow fire rate. But because of that range, it outclasses the Omega, but it only fires at orbital. It cannot fire at anything else. So the other players, if they want to kill this Omega, they'll need the umbrellas, which this one is actually putting in a lot of work, actually, or orbital of their own.
Oh, that poor Omega! Why is it just standing there getting shot to bits? No.
That's someone's donation that Clopse is throwing away right there. I think he might need another one so that he plays with it properly.
I'm just gonna chalk that up to just him not knowing how to use it. Oh, and an advanced vehicle factory going down for Ptah. Somebody out there loves him.
So the only ones missing advanced in terms of factories now are Ljfed and Posidian, though they do have the kernels for the build capabilities. The kernels at this stage, because they don't have necessarily the capability, is just an advanced fabber because they're getting up the eco, but thereafter they'll be able to get advanced bots with those kernels. Oh wow, but looking around the map, Ljfed expanding like crazy. He's got a lot of metal over there. But actually, Clopse is leading the metal game as he's got that advanced vehicle fabs going around and popping up the extra eco, and he's actually expanding as well, just like Ljfed.
Yeah, it definitely looks like Clopse has the advantage here. Ljfed is right there too. Actually, he just surpassed Clopse for the metal. Well, now it's going back and forth.
Yeah. All players though floating the power, so it's all about the metal. It's all about the metal at this point. And it's really also about what units they are going to throw at each other, because right now, as you notice, there's only a little bit of poking going on. There's no real assault. And I think that's a combination of players sort of trying to get their feet with the new game mode, seeing what they're going to be donated, and also just building up their units. And as we can see now, Ljfed is throwing in a combination of skitters, which is good to see. I'll go into those in a second. You've got the ants there, the infernos, and the spinners. Now, the spinners are the ground-based anti-air. They can only fire at the air. The infernos are sort of more durable, tanky units with only a very short-range attack, and skitters are a scout unit capable of detecting mines, which is where those came out of, having Clopse being given those minefields.
Hulken's going down for Clopse. He really wants to put the pressure on Ptah. Hulken's being the artillery unit you see right here.
Yeah. Interesting that Clopse is deciding, okay, I've been given minefields, I'm just going to turtle in and get a lot of air, considering I have the Angels and the Pelicans. I think that sort of set him on a mindset of going air. And it's actually quite a common thing in competitive and high-level play. To win the air game gains you a significant advantage over your opponent, because then you can have an omnipotent presence on the map, providing you use your air well. You can raid, you can block expansions, you can just cause all sorts of havoc, and that is why Clopse is putting such an emphasis on his air, with 4 air factories right there.
Vulcan's almost complete. See it start devastating things. Yeah, the advanced air factory. I do like that call. I enjoy gunships. Gunships are good.
Yeah, especially if you win the air game and manage to overcome anyone's anti-air. Now, something to mention is in the Twitch chat we have one of the reps from Ablegamers. We have Craig in there, so say hi to him. He's one of the workers at the charity there, who do great work. And he's been supporting the this tournament, and we'll actually have an interview with him later on as well, so that he'll be able to explain to you in greater detail what it is Ablegamers do.
Yeah, it looks like the transport's still sitting here. Yeah, I'm surprised he's not going for the drop. Like, he's got the transports there. Surprised he doesn't just do it. Oh, and like my favorite unit, the Locusts, coming out for Ljfed.
The Locusts are amazing. He just sent 3 of them in to a bunch of docks there, which isn't great because docks have high damage output in terms of their rate of fire, and Locusts are super weak. They take maybe 1 or 2 hits from anything and they're down. So going against docks with Locusts isn't exactly what you want to do. What you want to do with Locusts is avoid the armies and just chew on the base, because they literally devour the base. Oh my goodness! 20 Locusts to Posidian, as if by magic, almost as if it was planned.
Nice.
Oh dear, that's not good news for the other players. Posidian now just needs to find a hole and exploit it. And if he manages that, someone's base will vanish, quite literally.
Yeah, seems like I'm getting... Are you getting any sort of lag in the game?
I'm getting a little bit.
Yeah, I'm getting really bad network lag. I wonder if they hosted it overseas.
It's quite possible. But Ljfed now with quite a few units coming in, the Infernos there at the front of the pack. Now this is the thing with the free-for-alls. Patar has an army just on the outskirts, just watching this happening. And he's saying, okay, you're free to attack, Ljfed, and I'll just come in and mop up behind you. But Ljfed thinking better of this engagement. Now actually looking into that army from Patar, looking at the unit composition there, we've got a few advanced vehicles, the Sheller, a mobile artillery unit, and also a Storm. Now this is a new unit to the Titans expansion pack, which does insane damage to the air. It is a really good mobile anti-air unit, and I think people underestimate it, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm getting some serious internet buffering or something because I'm having a hard time following the game. You're going to have to cast for me, man.
Okay, well, in the meantime then, Posidian gains 2 advanced air factories. They were positioned literally right next to Ljfed's interceptors, so he's managed to scout those instantly, but 2 advanced air? That is going to allow him to get back in the air game big time, especially considering Posidian is now squished into a corner between sniper bots and tanks, which really isn't where he wants to be, especially considering there's a bunch of Infernos chewing through his advanced bot factory there. Posidian, with great gratitude for whoever donated those 2 air factories, and 2 of them also being given to Patar. So Patar is definitely getting some love, but Clopse over here, we mustn't forget Clopse, he's got a lot of air. Unfortunately, as we said, Patar does have those storms on the production line, so Clopse does need to be careful of that. And I think Clopse is considering stepping in here for making a 4-way battle of some description. Posidian gains 2 kaijus to help defense, but I'm not sure it's going to happen. Just currently on freeze frame. Oh. Seeing that drop pod in midair.
Oh, I lost connection to the server.
Ditto.
Back on the pancake.
We are back on the pancake. The very spherical pancake.
How often do I get to say that?
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm playing a game on a pancake. I'm driving tanks over a pancake.
That's awesome.
Oh,
right.
Dear me. This pancake has grooves in it.
Yeah, I missed it the first time, Quitch. The second time I restarted PA, I muted it so you wouldn't hear the scratch. That lovely, lovely scratching sound, which happens in quite a few games now. I don't know why. This one in RimWorld, I don't know why. Like, RimWorld is the first game that I noticed would do that scratching sound on startup, and now this one. I don't know if it's a Windows 10 thing or what, but here we go. We are spawning in again.
Oh my giddy goodness me, those spawns.
Wow.
Hello.
How did Patar get out there all by his lonesome? He got pretty lucky there. There's going to be some massive fighting going between Ljfed, Clopse, and Posidian.
I think the moment they realise they're next to each other, we're going to see boombots and walls and a comboxing. This is... Meanwhile, of course, Patar on the other side, a massively different dynamic to this game because of the spawns. He's just free to do whatever he pleases. He's going to expand
as soon as he figures that out.
Yeah,
as soon as he figures out he's alone, here comes an air scout from Clopse.
Yeah. moment that goes north. Oh, and bing, hello.
There we go. He knows Posidian's there.
Clopse is like, oh, you're kidding me. He must be saying
Here we
that.
go. He's found Ljfed.
Let's look at the chat and see what Clopse says. Oh, I can't wait to see if Clopse says anything. But he's got to get the airfabbers out and doing their build queue, so maybe he'll focus on that first. Expanding to the south, Ljfed expanding to the east, and Posidian, not quite realising what's going on just yet, is just happy to build a base.
Radar. You gotta build radar.
Gotta build radar.
One radar and he would know all this.
Indeed, indeed.
My gosh. So Ljfed expanding out. He's going up towards, is that the North Pole? That is the North Pole.
Yes. And Ljfed bringing out a Firefly, the scout. Ooh, and hello, Clopse. Ooh, we're neighbours.
So he found Clopse, and he's about to find, there's
There he
Posidian.
is. There's Posidian. Oh, I'd love to
we
hear
got
what
a-
they say in their chat this time.
We got $100 donation from a Violet follower,
Yeah,
but not for
$100.
anything.
So
Just $100 donation. Wow. That,
I
that
wonder
is,
what Violet has to say about that, because yay, she got someone to donate $100, but they're not
but
inclined
not
to help her. Oh dear me. And
I
Violet will
believe the ruling is that the Puppet Master is allowed to spawn things in if people keep it vague. So, maybe he'll spawn something in for Violet during her match.
I wonder whether we'll see just a sheer ton of boombots, or I don't know, 5 nukes or something around that. But oh my goodness, Clopse's air fabricator's getting killed off. Posidian calling for a truce.
Asking for a truce.
I think it's Clopse who needs to be calling for that, because he's in the middle of all of this shenanigans. But oh, look at this from Clopse, a fabber in a pelican. That's a pretty neat tactic there, to send units around the map pretty quickly if you don't want to use an air fabber, because then you get the ground fabber safety from interceptors across the map quickly, providing of course you can keep the pelicans safe.
Radar going down for Posidian, so he knows exactly how messed up of a situation he's in.
Posidian saying, I'll give you some beer money.
That's right.
Of course, Clopse unduly accepts. Which is fantastic. But the Inferno's now just strolling over to Ljfed, saying, you know what, can I have a hug, Ljfed? Can I hug you with some fire from my Infernos? I think that would be cool.
Inferno hugs are not great.
Of course, for those allergic to Inferno hugs, they'd reply with infernope.jpg. But we see here, because the Infernos are so slow and have such a short range, they can be kited away by the tanks there. The Ant, the wonderful Ant. Sorry, I'm not going to stop saying that this tournament. There we go. But
The beautiful, wonderful Ant. Properly named.
am I rubbing it in enough yet?
Just remember, Skathis' kid is watching the stream.
Daddy, you lost the game. But anyway, we can see Ljfed doing some raiding with his docks on the other side of the map. Oh, Clopse dropping an Inferno directly on top, saying, you wanted to raid some dudes. Nope.
Here we go.
There's
5
the
minutes
Colonel.
in, here comes the donations. Colonel coming down for Ljfed. Once again, immediately starts building a power generator.
That's fair enough. Look at his stalling, though, while he does that, and that's exactly what we were talking about before, just not being able to support it just yet. He is expanding, though, so he will get there eventually. And the next donation will come in any second now. But looking around at Patar, looking at what he's got over there, we can see he's happy to just sort of sit alone at the moment, just build up a little bit, wait for his donations to come in, see what other players are doing, expanding a little bit, and then strike from the shadows.
There's the Pelicans for Clopse again.
Yep.
Let's see if he actually uses them this time.
Yeah. He's already got a few Pelicans around on the field, dropping Infernos everywhere. Here comes the Advanced Vehicle Factory, the Angels, and we'll probably see the Omega coming out immediately afterwards, because that was a thing that happened last game. Hopefully Clopse will control it a little bit better, and actually I'm surprised Posidian and Ljfed are not building umbrellas in lieu of the Omega being spawned, because That's gonna cause a little bit of trouble for Posidian, and it's free for all. While there may be gentlemanly agreements, these can be broken at any time and will need to be. And there is the Omega there for Clopse. Which way is it going to go? It is going to go east towards Ljfed, who is now going to want...
I am quite surprised that we didn't see, orbital defenses going up sooner. Everybody knew the Omega was going to be coming, and everybody knew that Clopse knows how to use it this time.
Well, one hopes. He has been told the uses of it, but that doesn't necessarily mean he'll be able to do it. But there's the Colonel for Posidian, who's deciding to sit in his base this time rather than expand, turtling up a little bit and then push out thereafter. But this is still going to be quite interesting, and now we can see that Patar, with his expansion, is reclaiming Clopse's expansion with his fabricators and saying, "You've expanded here? No, I thought this was my expansion, sir. Go away."
That's an interesting way to clear out an expansion, that's for sure.
That is true. So 4 mechs down for Clopse. It's not like he's running out of it at the moment. He has got the advanced in his base, and he can pop up a few advanced fabricators if necessary. But there's the Vanguards, look! And there's the Pelicans picking up the Vanguards. Where are they going to go? Are they going to go
he
to
is going to go for the
Ljfed?
Vanguard drop this time. Whoever donated for that is going to be quite happy about it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, is that...
Those will be the landmines.
Landmines going down.
Pop, pop, pop. Those are almost encroaching
Nice.
into Posidian's base there. I can't imagine he's too happy about that, and they'll need skitters out now.
I want to watch these Vanguards. I
Yeah.
want to see what he does with them.
I suspect if he scouts Patar, he may be able to drop a quadruple Vanguard in on Patar and destroy that commander very quickly. Patar's air...
And here they are on the move.
Oh,
Stay away from that Air Force.
Yeah, you don't want to go into the
no.
interceptors. Get away from the interceptors. Ooh!
They stayed alive.
Oh.
They stayed alive.
Staying alive.
Just barely.
Oh, wow.
And here they go. They're on the move.
And they're going to drop.
Dropped
Interesting.
Pretty far outside Ljfed's base. Probably a good idea
Yeah,
because the
trying-
commander was right there.
Yeah, and the spinners as well.
And the spinners.
But the sniper
And here
bots...
they go moving.
Oh, the sniper bots, though. That's not going to be
These
nice.
are tier 2 units, so they are pretty tanky. They can take some punishment, so
Yeah.
they'll get in there. They'll at least get a factory or two.
They're like the
And they are
Inferno's
threatening
big brother.
Ljfed's commander. He's on the run.
Yeah. They're like the Inferno's big brother, and the big blue explosion is an
Ooh.
area of effect. So if you clump up all your basic units, they're going to disappear in clumps. But they have been surrounded, and while they are putting up a bit of a fight, they are not going to scratch that commander, unfortunately. Very nicely defended there from Ljfed.
Very well defended.
Posidian has actually decided he's going to move out. He's going to go and claim some more property, take out a mortgage on another spawn location.
Yeah, he put it down a teleporter and just took his colonel and his commander over there and is going to town, carving out another area on the planet for himself. And the match
And the
crashed
server's
again.
lost. Oh, I suspect it is because they were spawning in kaijus on land.
Looks like Ljfed and Ptah are going to be the two close spawns, and Posidian is going to be kind of out there on his own, sorta.
On his lonesome, yeah. So that's going to be an interesting, different situation for Posidian, because he's used to, of course, turtling in. But he can expand now, which is nice. Meanwhile, Clopse is on the other side of the planet, doing all that he wants to do. I've just been poked that Craig is from Ablegamers, finally in the chat on an official account, just for recognition purposes.
Yep, everybody say hi. Make him feel welcome.
If you have any questions about Ablegamers, he's the one to go to.
Alright, so 2 minutes. We got 3 minutes left before stuff starts spawning in, and it starts getting crazy.
Indeed.
Because we've got more planets this time, I guess the decision was made to change the system because potentially that was part of the problem last time, or maybe they just decided to make things interesting. Who knows?
Yeah.
But that may change the game a little bit here as players decide whether or not they want to stay and fight for the metal planet, or if they want to get to Orbital quickly and get off and possibly get their own planet by themselves.
Yeah, and the other planets are special because if you look down in the drop down, Blueberry Pancakes has 3 little icons there. For those who are not familiar with PA, those 3 little icons are icons representing the Halley engines that you can build from the advanced tier. When you've finished building all of those that are required for a specific planet, that planet can be launched across the solar system, careering into another one, annihilating them both completely.
Looks like radar going down for Ljfed, so he knows how much trouble he's in. Radar down for Ptah, so he knows how much trouble he's in. And radar down for Posidian, so he knows how much trouble he's in as well, I would hope.
And Ljfed realizing, oh, I'm the one in the middle this time. And Ptah wasting no time sending the tanks to the edge there, saying, this is my house, I believe. You're not welcome to be, rambling outside.
Looks like Ptah and Posidian trying to ally up there.
Yeah.
At least as long as it's remains viable. We'll see how quickly that goes away.
Of course, they can't remain allies indefinitely because there can only be one.
That's right. Only going to be one winner.
Indeed.
Unless it's a Ragnarok, and then there's going to be a lot of losers.
Don't do it, Ptah. He slagged you last game. Oh dear.
Clopse still out doing his own thing, waiting for the 5-minute mark when he gets all of his cool stuff.
Ooh, Orbital going up for Ljfed. Very nice.
Ljfed saying, "Get me the heck off this planet."
I think he's giving up his base to Ptah there, who will more than happily oblige. I am sure. Clopse
Looks
already
like
in the
Ljfed
opening.
is in a lot more trouble this game than before.
Oh yeah,
He's
definitely.
he's also got, well, he's got an orbital launcher going down. So Posidian and Ljfed both wanting to get off this planet.
I'm not entirely sure that Ljfed is going to be able to use his donations when they come in, because he's just not going to have any eco.
No, he's not. He's going to get a colonel and have no eco to support it.
Colonel is quite good in combat, though. It's not amazing,
That is true.
but it's quite good.
That is true.
And
Alright,
Orbital
so
already up
Orbital
from Posidian.
Faber.
Oh, off it goes.
Off it goes to another planet. Looks like he's
Lava.
going to be heading for Strawberry. Probably to put down a teleporter to match the teleporter he's got on the main planet so he can get off.
Lava Strawberry and Colonel to Ljfed. Thanks for the Colonel.
Not going to be a whole lot of help at the moment because he has no eco.
Oh wow, it's rushing up that orbital factory regardless of eco or not.
Oh, yeah. Well, I guess that's going to help him a bunch.
Yeah.
He gets,
And the
he's
Astraeus.
going to get a transport. See if he transports his colonel or his commander.
Posidian
He'd be
sending...
safe to...
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say, he'd be safe to send his commander now if he wanted to.
Yeah.
Nobody else really has an orbital presence.
And
And yes, he takes his commander. His commander's loaded. Let's see where it's going to be headed. He's also going for Strawberry Pancake.
Yeah. No one going for Blueberry Pancakes at this point. And here come the stuff for Clopse. This ain't gonna go well. So
There's
that
the Omega
Omega
for Clopse.
could just wander straight off to the other planets.
There it goes.
Oh, that
It's out
Omega
of there.
is going to spawn on top of where the commanders are. And is really going to put pain to the other players. There's the Astraeus with the Colonel in there, dropping down right next to Posidian. Oh, he doesn't want to go there.
Thought better of it. Thought better of it. They are
Oh.
both leaving the planet and heading for Blueberry.
That commander is out of there. He does not want the Omega to snipe him in space. Ooh, there's a bit of musical chairs going on in the orbital layer.
Yeah, a little bit. Alright, so I am going to keep an orbital view here. Just so we can keep track of this stuff, because it gets hard to keep track of sometimes.
And there's Ljfed's commanders in orbit directly next to the teleporter from Posidian. Nice moves. Down they go. Teleporter linked. Couple of Infernos through there. I mean, look at that Colonel. It's actually really quite good in combat.
Colonel's doing some damage. They're gonna take care of this teleporter, no problem. He's got
Here comes
Ljfed
the
even
Omega.
sent some orbital assistance over, so he's got some orbital fighters protecting the orbital air.
Here comes the
Down
Omega,
goes
though.
the air factory. Yeah, that Omega's gonna do some work there.
Locusts on Blueberry. Yeah, that's good.
That's a good call.
And there's
Omega
the
in
Omega.
orbit.
Unfortunately, Avengers are not good against Omegas because Omegas just destroy Avengers. You need north of about I don't know, probably about 50 Avengers or so to properly wreck an Omega, I think. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong in that. But the Umbrella's going up! Oh,
The
Clopse
Umbrella goes down.
needs to focus that commander
Umbrella
down.
trying to go back up. Commander taking damage. Umbrella goes down. This is not looking good for Ljfed at all.
Oh, dear.
This is looking terrible for Ljfed.
Indeed. Ooh, not fun. Not fun.
Not
There's
fun at all.
Clopse. Oh dear, landmines for Clopse on the metal
Oh my
planet.
gosh. All right, so we'll keep an eye on this because that commander death's going to take a little while.
Ljfed is not happy with having an orbital bombardment going on. He's only got his locust wandering around his planet thinking, "What do we do, boss? What do we do? We cannot do anything against this." And the commander's just trying to run away into the sunset. It's not going to get away from the Omega. Clopse is not swayed. He will. Oh, hello. The Astraeus trying to pop in.
Oh yes, enemy commander is indeed damaged. That is definitely a certain thing right there.
Looks like the Astraeus is going to try and pick up the commanders, but they're not going to get anywhere. Oh, the Umbrella!
Oh, Umbrella almost complete. Is it going to finish? It is. It's going to finish. It's going to start laying down damage, but
It's not going to be enough.
Oh, got to get the healing. No. Just
It's just not going to be
can't
enough.
keep up. Not nearly enough.
And the commander's just continuing to take damage, down to 14%. 11. 9. Oh dear, the colonel running away! Oh, are we going to have the
2%.
first...
Oh,
First blood!
First one out.
Down it goes, and Clopse invading that planet as well with teleporters on the other side. Locusts disappear. Ljfed is out of the tournament. Thank you for your donations for Ljfed, but he is no more.
Yeah, he had a pretty rough start there. Clopse making a bid for this planet. Let's go check out Strawberry Pancakes. See how Posidian is doing on his new planet. He's expanding pretty quickly. It looks like he's gotten most of the metal spots under his control. He does have an umbrella there in case an Omega comes calling, but one umbrella is not going to be enough if if Clopse decides to take his Omega on a run real quick.
Yeah, what they really need to do is pop up a few Artemises. Or Artemi. I don't even know if that's what you call. But oh my goodness, Posidian running through the minefield on the metal planet there with a bunch of tanks. I think they just got wrecked. But Clopse's base there. Ooh, two locusts. That is a phenomenal force. 2 locusts.
The force to be reckoned with.
Tremble under the might of 2 locusts. Yeah, off they go, wandering around, doing whatever they want. That's fair enough. I think that's the only reaction. It's almost like they were rejected from being in the base there. It's like, you are not worthy.
That's right. Just go find something to do. Just in the corner.
Oh, dear me.
Clopse with some advanced fibers moving in on Blueberry Pancakes.
Indeed.
Got some anchors going down. He's got his orbital factory going. He's just trying to lock down this planet for his own.
If someone donates some Haleys to Clopse right now, he could get his commander off not off planet, sorry. He's going to launch it at Strawberry Pancake, I think, is the most likely option. Because meanwhile, back on the metal planet, he still has a sizable base and a Titan going up. This is the first Titan of the tournament. The Atlas is being made. This is the bot Titan by Orbital, actually, rather than a regular fabricator. So the Atlas is interesting. If you have air support for the Atlas, it is lethal. If you do not, That is its weakness. It has no anti-air capabilities of its own, but it absolutely stomps, quite literally, on all ground units in a reasonably close area to it. So if you're not prepared for it and one comes knocking on your door, you're gonna lose a lot of stuff.
Yeah, it looks like Ptah was given an Omega here on the metal planet.
Indeed.
We've seen how deadly those can be.
Imagine if he had more than one. But the colour combination for that, black and yellow.
Looks like a teleporter from Posidian going down on the metal planet.
Yeah.
He's got a pretty good base going on Strawberry there. He could start pumping out some units onto this base. Or onto this planet, rather.
Mm.
Ptah with a pretty sizable force. On the move. Check in on the other planets again. Blueberry. Still under the utter control of Clopse.
Ljfed's, not Ljfed's, Ptah's Omega is going to Blueberry Pancakes. Meanwhile, Clopse gains 10 orbital launchers. Are you serious? That actually was a thing on the metal planet. Does Clopse know what to do with this? Ooh.
Somebody actually did it. They gave 10 orbital launchers.
That's amazing. And you know what is even more amazing? Just going to point out, last year we did this tournament. We got about $700. We are already past $400 mark.
Excellent.
Fantastic.
Excellent job, everybody. I'd like to see that continue.
Yeah.
Atlas at 40%.
Atlas at 40% and a massive squadron of air. Puppet Master gives Posidian 10 booms. 10 badooms, and they just got instantly eaten up.
And they just got insta-blapped. Just insta-blapped right there.
It's almost like the Puppet Master decided, you only got 10 boom bots, it's not going to do much here. I'll kill them for you.
That's right.
just put them in range, yeah. But I'm curious.
Well, I mean, to be
what
honest, they asked for him on the metal planet, and that's pretty much the only part of the planet Posidian had under control.
There is the teleporter there, but I mean, Posidian is, for all intents and purposes, off the metal planet now. He's not got any influence here.
No, once Clopse realizes that this teleporter's here, unless they've made an alliance, like Clopse completely bypassed the teleporter of Posidian.
Yeah. But
Clopse gets another advanced bot factory.
That could work in Clopse's favour. Locusts, perhaps? Slammers? Or sniper bots? Or, because of the increased orbital threat from the other players...
One pass?
No, not
enough.
No, not quite 2 pass, I think, either. It's a multi-pass!
Oh, I can barely see his commander.
Down he goes. And along with all of Clopse's air, actually, not exactly ideal to leave all that air. And actually, it's flying into the remaining interceptors before they die. Because that's the thing, you kill off a commander, it takes a while for the rest of the base to just sort of decide, oh, we haven't got a leader anymore, I'll just poof them.
He didn't need those air units anyway. Clopse gets another orbital launcher. Alright, everybody that enjoys trolling Clopse with orbital launchers, keep it up. I'm loving it.
This is amazing. This is...
The Clopse has the metal planet pretty much to himself. Posidian has an orbital, or not an orbital, has a teleporter there.
Clopse gains another advanced bot factory. So how many... I just want to see how many orbital launchers you got. 1, 2... Must be 11, surely. No, 12.
That is a lot of orbital launchers.
Yeah. And he has the eco for
Strawberry Pancake looks like.
Yeah, that's the main one now. That's the powerhouse for Posidian.
Okay, so we have an anti-nuke launcher down for Posidian.
That is actually a wise move, and
that is a very wise move with the amount of money the Clopse has been getting.
Yeah.
Like getting a nuke launcher, because nuke launchers, when they get spawned in by the Puppet Master, come preloaded.
Yeah.
So if you donate a nuclear launcher to a player, it comes with a nuke already in it. They can immediately fire and start doing damage.
What's even more important is that there is no way to donate anti-nukes, so your only solace is building one yourself. In fact, Clopse gets 2 lobs on blueberry pancakes. Quite what that's going to do. I'm not going to knock it, but it's nice. It's nice to have.
It's something. Lobs are cool. Like
they're cool.
They're mini Docs unit cannons. That's essentially what they are. They spit out docks.
They're like pelters that just keep on giving.
Yep, Atlas complete.
Unfortunately,
Just moving around.
Yeah, that's
Nothing
all
to
it can
attack
do.
on that planet yet.
He's probably thinking, so you summoned me for what, boss?
That's right.
Because
And we
unfortunately,
just walk in circles here. It'll be all right. Anti-nuke launcher going down for Clopse. That's a good idea, considering how late in the game it's getting.
yeah, we need some
And
some
a
Haley
nuclear
donations.
missile launcher going down for Clopse on blueberry pancakes.
Oh, very nice. That's going to take quite a while to build, because of course, when you build them manually, they do not come preloaded.
Yep, that is correct. We are going to keep a little camera here, so we can watch the progress on this nuke launcher.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to take a little while.
Just going to monitor the progress on Posidian's planet now, the lava strawberry pancake. We've got some Artemises being built. Now, those are the counter to the Omegas, which is fair enough. We've got a lot of umbrellas there turtling in. I'm just thinking now, because Clopse has one oh my goodness.
Oh, that is a lot of orbital movement.
I just zoomed out slightly and they all just popped in, but there's so many umbrellas! And they're all just getting shot down, and the orbital factories are quite durable. Look at that.
I don't know what to
Clopse.
watch, because there's a bunch of stuff leaving the planet for Posidian. I don't know what to watch. Oh, man, those ion cannons doing work. Let's go look at the metal planet, because I believe that's where Posidian took his units. Yeah, he's got quite a few orbital fabbers with some Artemis support.
Yeah, he's turtling
It looks like
in
he's
there.
trying to lock down this planet orbital-wise. Throwing down anchors left and right.
I think that's a fair move, because then Clopse will not be able to answer that. The thing that Clopse needs to do, or that someone needs to do for Clopse, is donate a couple of Haleys for blueberry pancakes.
Haley's, nukes, anything. I would love to see it all.
I'd love to see Haleys, to be honest. I think a planet smash at this point in the game would be fantastic.
Man, look at all of those orbital fighters for Clopse. He is definitely making use of those orbital factories.
Yeah.
And an orbital Titan going down at 28% on the metal planet.
Ooh, the
For
Helios.
Clopse.
So, if Clopse decides to go advanced vehicles and build some Manhattans, the nuke tank, very volatile and risky, but if you get them through the teleporter and a Helios, that's going to launch directly on top of a commander if there's one there.
A Zeus.
Yeah.
Zeus on the metal planet being rushed up. Okay, so that's the reason for all the orbital fabbers. Throw down a bunch of anchors, have your support there, and then just start cranking out Titans.
There it is. There is the Zeus. That's going to be pretty sexy when it starts shooting at stuff. But what Posidian needs now is air control. If he has a Zeus without air support, it's going to fall pretty quickly. Although, actually, having said that, looking at Clopse's unit composition, there's only a few interceptors there, predominantly bombers.
More orbital movement. A lot of these little orbital radars moving over to Strawberry.
Yeah, I think they want to find the commander, but they're just getting shot down the moment they come in. And there's the nuclear missile donation for Posidian.
Nuclear missile launcher for Posidian dropped on Strawberry Pancakes, conveniently
nuke.
right next to an anti-nuke to keep it protected.
Yeah.
Where is he
Hello,
gonna nuke? Where is he gonna nuke? Another Zeus going down for Posidian on the metal planet. Anti-nuke going down on the metal planet. He really wants to protect this beachhead he's got. He's got landmines, he's got turrets, he's got everything.
I'm actually just looking at Clopse's base. There is an anti-nuke launcher in there, but
There is. Protecting the commander.
yeah.
But there's so much other things. There's all these orbital factories that are just exposed. Ooh,
Yeah.
Zeus on the move.
And now that Clopse knows that that's a thing, he's going to want to go and deal with that. He's got the Hermes, the orbital scout, that provides vision coverage of the planet beneath it.
Oh,
Going
orbital
around.
radars coming in for Posidian. He's looking for a target.
Look at the Zeus just tear through those bots.
Zap,
Oh,
zap.
oh, good night, docks and slammers. In comes a bunch of interceptors. The Zeus is just ignoring them. That's not what you want to do. Fire at those interceptors.
You need air support.
Fire at those interceptors. You may fire when ready. There's one pesky interceptor just saying, you know what, I'm just gonna shoot you.
Bombers.
Oh, hello.
Oh, the bombers.
I'm just gonna ignore these guys. Actually, you know, I'm gonna be one of them. Oh, maybe not. Trying to assimilate into the bomber kind.
200 boom bots are going to be coming in for Clopse here any minute.
Oh, damn. That's gonna hurt. That is gonna
hurt a lot.
That's just gonna break Posidian's base over there, providing they get past the mines. But 200 boombots, that is a significant donation.
He found the commander. Oh man. Yeah, the Titan landing damage versus a commander can hurt quite a lot.
Yeah.
Another Zeus coming in beyond that. Looks like we've got Artemis is moving in, taking out the orbital of Clopse.
Artemises are actually not very good against Avengers, because Avengers get up close and personal before the Artemis can really do very much, because the Artemis has a slow fire rate dependent on energy. Avengers are just there up in your face and flying around all over the place. But the Helios is getting hurt a little bit there. Oh, but there's Zeus coming in for the commander.
Really close to the commander.
I bet he wishes he built some interceptors. That commander's gone. The Zeus can't do anything.
No.
He can't do anything against the Zeus. Clopse, are you gonna go now? No, it's too early. Clopse. And Posidian wins the game before the boombots could really do very much.
Oh, man.
Wow. Well, at least we got through that one without crashing this time.
Yeah, and without a whole lot of lag, too. That was
neat.
quite nice.